Several years ago, while most of the financial advisors were saying buy gold, but gold was already like $1,000 an ounce, and most of us people that look like me don't have $1,000. Oh shit! Let me buy $1,000 for an ounce of gold. But as an ex-employee of the Federal Reserve Bank, as an ex-Marine who bought weapons for the next war, that's another video. As a person who grew up around my father who started his own business and at the same time worked for somebody, I studied investing in what's called real assets like gold and silver. So I looked at gold, I'm like, I ain't got no money to buy no gold. But then I looked on the next level down, and there was silver, and just a little below that is copper. So at that particular time, an ounce or an ingot of silver it must have been like $5, $6, somewhere around in there. So I purchased a bunch of them. I sent one to my daughter with the instructions for her to invest in these silver 1 ounce ingots. So today, a few years later, that very same silver internet, that same 1 ounce piece of silver in my hand is worth almost $65. One, I got a few of them. So the point being that if I buy this silver, or if I buy the silver now, it's going to go up in price. It's already at $65 when I bought it for like $5 or $6. Only maybe 4 years or so ago. So it's going up. One reason it's going up because they are using silver and copper in these things, electronics. Duh. Everything is going into making phones and laptops and electronics. Even chips in your brain is electronic. Now, if you invest in something like this, look, it says it right there. It's stamped What it say? What it say? 1 troy ounce fine silver 999 plus 999 999 9 to the ninth power of 9. Am I making this shit up? 999 plus pure silver. So the plus is, I think what makes it heavy is they might have a little lead or they add something to it. That's the plus, I guess. Anyway, now the whole purpose for collecting things like silver, gold, copper, etc. You can collect platinum, blah blah blah, depending on how much money you have. The one, at least one, besides building your net worth. You heard what I said? But I know that Negro ain't got no teeth, but he talking about money. Yes, this is real money. Look it up in your Constitution. Let me repeat that. Gold and silver is the only real money. Look it up in your Constitution. Look it up in your Constitution. So, if you do invest in gold, silver, copper, in an ingot like this is 1 ounce, right? What I'm getting ready to do is take the ounces that I have and melt them down and make them into jewelry, a necklace, a bracelet, with a ring, etc. Right? This is probably a ring by itself. Just well, I melted down a minute. What's that on your finger, boy? Boy, that's silver, boy. But anyway, so you can carry your wealth on your body, for one. Secondly, if, when, or if the shit hits the fan, like there's no food, no water type shit, because none of you know, not many of you know how to grow food. So if your food was cut off, if you live in a city like New York, where I'm from, and your food is shipped in every day, every day, every day, and all of a sudden it's cut off because Trump done brought us into some war or some shit, what are you going to eat? Now, there are a few people that look like me that know how to grow food. So, now, if they got a tomato and you want to eat a tomato, you'd be like, boy, I got this silver ingot and it's worth $100. How much is your tomato? Well, my tomato only worth $10. Well, all I got is this $100 ingot. Ingot. This $100 ounce of silver. Well, you can have 10 of these 10 of these tomatoes. I don't need 10 tomatoes because they're going to spoil before I eat them all. Look at me. I don't eat, but I want that tomato. So, the whole point to that was, when I make this into jewelry, say I make it into a necklace, a chain necklace. Somebody want $10, I take $10 worth of silver off the god dag nabbit chain. A few pieces. Here's, that's $10, boy. You ain't getting no $100 for one tomato, boy. Do I look stupid? So, I mean, all that takes planning and time because I still got it in ingots, but I have to make it into, or I want to make it into jewelry, which would be pretty on me anyway. I'd be like silver bracelet, silver rings, silver around my neck. I'll be like I ain't no werewolf, 'cause I only got one tooth, so I ain't a werewolf. But anyway, I'll be bugging. Anyway, so the whole point to this whole beginning of the video was this stuff comes from the earth. It's not, I ain't got no dollar bills around. Oh, I ain't got no dollar bills around. Am I stupid? It's not this garbage. This is about to be useless. Useless. This is real money. This is called cash. And cash is supposed to flow, not hold on and hoard. I got a bunch of cash. And then when Trump or somebody say, this shit ain't no good no more, that's what time we get. You think I'm joking? You think I'm joking? You think I'm joking? I told people, invest in this stuff years ago. I should have invested in gold when it was very low, before it was $1,000. I was like, yeah. Look where it's at now. I think a couple of $1,000 for an ounce. But silver is still affordable. Also, copper, because the same thing, they're going to be or are using copper in electronics. Look at my skin. Should I be investing in copper? It looks like me. I should be into it. Anyway, I just wanted to talk about my silver. But I'm still getting an apartment. Oh, shoot. I got something cooking. I'm out. Peace. I hope it ain't burnt up and shit.